My name's John Thompson. I've been working at the State Library of Queensland as one of the QANZAC 100 Fellows, researching a project about conscription in Queensland in the First World War. I've taken some of the stories from my research and turned them into songs. Who threw the egg at poor old Billy? Oh, what a scandal, what a shame. He sends the young men off to war. With the anniversary of the beginning of the First World War, and of course in the Australian context the significance of ANZAC, I developed a couple of ideas around the music of that period and just really concepts that I was interested in exploring. I started looking at the collection, and then a librarian friend of mine mentioned to me J.J. Stable. That interested me because some years ago I was walking past one of the buildings in town and there was a plaque, and this one talked about a government raid on the printers to seize Hansard, something to do with conscription. I remembered that and then realised that when I was looking into J.J. Stable, I was looking into the same story. And I'd always thought that that'd be a great subject for a song. Hughes, he had an ongoing dispute about conscription with the Queensland Premier at the time, T.J. Ryan. Ryan had made a speech about conscription, suggesting that it perhaps wasn't the great idea that Hughes thought it was. The reporting of the speech had been very heavily censored. The tenor of what he had said in his public address had been changed, if not reversed. So Ryan stood up in Parliament and set down on the record exactly what he meant to say and how it had been censored and how outrageous this was. Of course, that being in the proceedings of Parliament. It was published in this Hansard No. 37. Hughes heard about it, and here we are, the original note to the censor. It's the instruction to Captain Stable, J.J. Stable, to go to the government printing to demand delivery of Hansard. So Stable reportedly went with armed troops to the government printers to seize Hansard No. 37. Tramp, 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 come the soldiers, brave Captain Stable's who we need. The truth has had its day, Billy Hughes must have his way. Please protect us from the things we mustn't read. You can have a lot of fun with the incidents, but it's, putting them into songs is a really nice way of recounting some of the key facts and doing that in a way that's both memorable and reflects some of the cultural traits of the period. After receiving the fellowship, I was given the freedom to explore for 12 months with a little bit of important financial support as well, to pursue an avenue of research that without the fellowship perhaps wouldn't have been done, at least not for some years. If anyone's thinking of applying for one of the fellowships at the library, well, I'd suggest you approach it in two ways. Have some clear parameters for your project so that you've got a context for what it is you'll be exploring, but at the same time, if you are successful and you come into contact with this remarkable collection, allow yourself to be led down the paths that are really rich and worth pursuing. The truth has had its day, Billy Hughes must have his way. Please protect us from the things we mustn't read.